Hi guys, so in this video I'm going to show you guys high-end skin retouching using the Retouch Academy panel. So without wasting much time, let's just get to it. First of all, before starting, make sure you duplicate the background layer by just pressing Command J on the keyboard to duplicate the background layer just like this. So after duplicating the background layer, that's when you can head on to clicking. You just come to your Retouch Academy panel, go to where you have the frequency separation and click via Gaussian blur. I'm just going to click it. So to know the right radius to use, I will advise you take this to 0.1. So after taking it to 0.1, take this box to our face, to any part of the face. Just click on any sample or any part of our face. So after clicking, you have something like this. Make sure you take this radius till when you can't find the texture on this image. So 7 is okay because I can't see any texture on this image again. So I'm just going to click OK. So this 7 I use does not mean all my pictures I use 7. So I use this process which I just shared to you to know the right radius to use at a given picture. So after doing that, you can see you have the low frequency layer right here, which is used for the skin retouching, like for the skin color. If I'm brushing, I'm using the low frequency layer. So the correcting tones. So what this empty layer does, let me just show you how it works. So I'll just come to my brush, a normal brush tool. So I'll click on it, then I'll come to this opacity. I'll take this opacity to 4. So after taking it to 4, just come to the image, right click, then make sure the hardness is at 0. So once it's at 0, you're good to go. Just come to any part of this image that is really bright, like this armpit area. So to take off something, I want to correct this tone right here. So I'm just going to click and hold my Alt key, and it's going to show like this. Then I'll pick the brighter side, then I'll let go of the Alt key, then I'll start brushing the dark part just like this. So I'll just brush it. I'm just trying to correct the dark tone right there. So let me just show you a quick before and after. So this is the before and this is the after. You can see the place is looking kind of bright now. So that's how the correcting tone empty layer works. So the high frequency texture layer here takes care of this, the skin texture, which is if I want to take off the pimples, blemishes, wrinkles and all of that, I'll be using this layer right here, but it has a sub copy on top, so I won't use the main one. I'll be using this one up here. So if I'm taking blemishes from the face, let me just zoom into the face area. So if I'm taking blemishes from this face, I'll come to my clone stamp, and I like leaving the opacity at 98. So I'm just going to pick this off. Let me show you how you can do that. Sorry guys. So just come to where you have your blemishes like this. So check on the place there is no blemishes. So just click and hold the Alt key and click on where you don't have the blemishes, then take it there, click to replace on where you have the blemishes. So that's how it works. It's simple. So I'll just repeat the same process to pick up blemishes just like this, and I'll come to this area as well. Then I'll pick the blemishes. I'll just perfect this and I'll come here and do the same. So that's how it works. So to brush this image, I'm going to be using the low frequency layer, which is right here. So after clicking the low frequency layer, then I'll zoom out a bit. Then I'll pick on my mixer brush. After picking on the mixer brush, I'll come right here and make sure I change it to a clean brush. So after changing it to a clean brush, make sure your weight is at 25, your load at 25, your mix at 30, and your flow at 25. These settings work pretty well for me, so I recommend you use these same settings. So I'll just continue by brushing this image. Make sure you select the low frequency layer under the correcting tone empty layer right here. So I'm just going to start brushing this image just like this. So you can see the way I'm turning the brush on a circular way just to smoothen it. And also what I want you to know when retouching is that you don't want to get rid of the highlights nor the shadows. What your aim is to smoothen the image. Where you have your shadows, you maintain the shadows. Where you have your highlights, you maintain the highlights. So you don't want to get rid of any. So because if you get rid of any, you will end up making the image look flat. So just try smoothing where you have your highlights and smoothing where you have your shadows, and just a mild touching is fine. So I'm just going to brush this image just like this. You can see this is actually a tutorial video. That's why I'm being so quick. So while doing your own practical, you can take your time in doing this. I'm just going to do it like this. So make sure you're really careful when brushing, as I said earlier, because any mistake you do, you'll end up making the image look flat. So you don't want to make your image look flat. Just take your time in brushing, just like this. I'm just going to brush. You can see anyway there is highlight, I'm just trying to maintain the highlight and the shadows. I'm not getting rid of any. So anyway there is highlight, I maintain the highlight. Sorry. So I'll come to this high frequency texture layer right here to take off some blemishes. I'll pick up my clump stamp, then increase it a bit, and I'll still repeat the same process. Click and hold my Alt key, pick where there is no blemishes, then let go of the Alt key, then replace where there is blemishes, just like this. So I'm just going to take the few blemishes I'm seeing here, because the model does not have much blemishes on her face, so the few ones that are here, I'll just take them off just like this. So let me show you a quick before and after. Let me zoom out a bit. You can see how it's looking smooth before and after. So I'm just going to continue with other parts on our skin, like the hand, the neck, and the rest. So I'll just pick up my mixer brush again. I'll come to the low frequency layer, then I'll continue brushing just like this. Make sure you don't want to do much, so just a mild brushing is fine. I'm just going to do it just like this. As I said earlier, make sure you're careful while brushing. You don't want to leave, or you don't want to make your image look flat. So make sure you're careful while brushing. So I'll just try smoothing it a bit. Then I'll come to this other side, then I'll just smoothen it the same way. So I'll just do it like this. So don't worry about the blemishes. Some of the blemishes there, I'll still come back to pick them, like this A right here. I'll still come back to pick them off. I'm just trying to smoothen them. So make sure that once you're brushing the hand area, you don't want to get rid of the details on the skin. So just try to make it look as natural as possible, like this. Don't try getting rid of everything. So you just make the image look plastic. So I'm just going to brush this part just like this. So I'm just going to brush, perfect it. Then also I'll come to this neck area, then I'll just brush it just like this. And also make sure you're careful while brushing. The mixer brush is taking time to load, that's why I'm holding on. So I'll just brush it just like this. So the mixer brush is loading now. I don't know why it's doing like this, but this is actually a tutorial video. That's why I'm rushing. I don't want it to be too long. So while doing your own practical, you need to take your time in brushing, making the image look smooth and even. So I'll just brush it just like this. Just make sure you make your image look smooth. but not plastic. Don't try taking off all the details on the image. You end up making it look plastic. So you try to make it look realistic. Let me just zoom this out. Then let me show you the before and the after. So this is the before and after. I'm just going to perfect this on our face. Then also right here. Then we are good to go. So this is the before and this is the after. So after zooming out, if you see anything you need to correct, you can still come back to correct it. So this is how I get to retouch my image using the Retouch Academy panel. So let me show you the before and after again. This is the before and this is the after. So this is how I get to retouch my image using the Retouch Academy panel. So thank you for watching this video. I hope it's helpful. Please, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel for more helping tutorial videos. But for now, I hope to see you in my next video. Bye for now.